going on, guys? Mac Junkie here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be testing the performance of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the GTX 960M GPU processor. So as you guys know, if you've been following the channel for a while, if you've seen some of my videos, I use a laptop that has a GTX 960M paired with a Intel Core i5-6300HQ quad-core processor. So I'm using the Dell Inspiron 7559, and I have 12 gigabytes of RAM. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is testing the performance of this game. I've played it in depth. I know it runs fine, but I want to make a video to show you guys, if you guys have the similar processor and you're thinking of getting the game and you just want to make sure that it runs okay, then this video is for you. It's also to show that a cheapish kind of laptop with a near the end of its lifespan GPU can still run this game. It did just receive, PUBG did just receive an optimization update. If you're further down the road, if this game has been out and you're watching this video a lot later, then there might even be more optimization and even better performance. But as you can see up in the top left corner, I have Msi Afterburner open, so you can see my FPS, the temperatures of everything, and also I have Intel Extreme Tuning Utility up in the background, which is undervolting my processor to negative 0.150 volts, and that is to make sure my CPU stays at a good temperature. And undervolting does take away about 1 to 3 FPS, but it cools the CPU significantly. I also made a video about that. So I'm also recording with NVIDIA Shadowplay, and that is also going to take 1 to 3 FPS. So whatever FPS you see, add about 5, and that's what you're going to be getting normally if you have a similar combination of GPU and processor. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the game, and we're gonna see how this game runs in different conditions. Alright, so I can see the inside of my head. Okay, there we go. So now we're in the lobby. Now, usually the lobby is a little bit more laggy just because of how many, people there are and a lot of stuff to load, but also because the game is still early access at the time of recording this video. Further down the road, there will be many more optimization updates and things to make this game run better. It already runs a lot better from the recent update, so I'm very happy about that. But basically, as you can see right now, I am still hitting about 70 FPS. Now, to be clear, I'm playing at 1600 by 900 resolution. If I'm playing at 1080p, I will usually get about 60 FPS indoors and then drop around to 45 to 50 when I'm going outdoors. So I think playing at 1600 by 900 not only looks pretty good, but it also gives me a very good frame rate. So I'm willing to take that slight resolution hit just to get that stable 60, even up to 70 and 80 FPS at times. So now we're in the plane, and we're going to go ahead and drop out. And as you guys can see, if you keep your eye up there on the temperature, we're sitting at around 75 Celsius. And I've been testing with this with the exact settings that I have now. 74, it gets up to about 80, and that's about the highest it'll get, which is pretty good for a game like this. And the GPU stays around 65 to 70 Celsius as well. Now, in case you were wondering, we are playing on the very lowest graphics possible. I will go ahead and double check that for you, but I'm almost 100% certain we're playing on the very lowest graphics. But we have not touched the resolution scale. The resolution scale is still exactly the same. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, so now we are on the ground. As you can see, we are holding around 60 FPS, even going above, and we're staying at around 55. And remember that whatever performance I'm getting, whatever frame rate you're seeing, just add about 5 FPS to that, because that's about the performance that I'm getting from recording, as long as undervolting the CPU, which does run at 2.3 gigahertz. I should have added that. You may not have the exact, i5-6300HQ, but as long as you have a quad-core CPU that is running at 2.3 gigahertz or higher, then it should be very similar performance if it's paired with a 960M. And to be clear, I am using the mobile version of this card. It is the version that goes into the laptop. If you have a desktop, then you should expect better performance by, I believe, about 20%. I believe that is the difference in FPS, or like the difference in performance between the desktop and mobile version of the 9 series card. And as you can see inside, we're getting around 57 FPS, so with the added on 5 FPS, that would be a very stable 60 FPS. So this game runs very smoothly, especially for being an open access game. It still runs very well. That is what I will say. It does run very surprisingly well for a open access or early access game. And it doesn't look half bad either. The settings are on the very lowest. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. I have to reload this pistol though. Hopefully I won't die, because I'm not super focused on that. Alright, so As you can see in the settings, we basically were our resolution 1600 by 900. Our camera FOV is at full. That's just so we can see better. As you can see, the quality is low. The screen scale is still at 100 though, and everything is at very low. Motion blur and VSync are turned off, so that way we don't have a capped FPS. And motion blur actually does have a surprising hit on FPS, but we don't need it because we are getting pretty much 60 the whole time. But sometimes when you're running outside, you will see a little stutter down to 45 or 50 FPS, which is not horrible at all, considering that the GTX 960M is about the oldest and lowest performance card that is still considered a gaming card by today's standards. And it is performing very well. It's actually doing okay at holding that steady 60. Of course, the game doesn't look too good, but that's not too bad. It's okay. And running around, I'll try and get into a gunfight. I'm probably going to die, but it should be okay. And as you can see, keeping your eye on those temperatures there, 73 Celsius on the CPU, 64 Celsius on the GPU. Without Intel Extreme Tuning Utility, I was getting into the 90s on the CPU. Intel Extreme Tuning Utility is an actual magic program, I swear. It's incredible. So cooled the CPU a ton. So I really recommend getting that if you're running this on a system that isn't too superb at cooling itself, or it just needs some extra help getting those cooler temperatures in the mid-70s. And if you are, and to keep in mind, I am using 12 gigabytes of RAM. So if you're using 8, I would definitely recommend upgrading to at least 12 or 16 to get a good performance. As you can see in the RAM bar, we're using 7,968 megabytes, which is basically 8 gigabytes of RAM. So with the few gigabytes of RAM that is needed to run the actual operating system, Windows, and then you need some left over, if you have 8 gigabytes of RAM, then you have about 5 or 6 that's available while playing games. You don't get to use all 8 gigabytes. Some of that's still needed to run Windows. So having 12 or 16 is very, very big for running this game smoothly, because it's a huge open world game that's really a RAM hog. As you can see, it just took up that 8 gigabyte mark, and it's probably going to keep growing or hover around 8.5 gigs as I've seen in my tests. So as you guys can see, it is running very good. And if it isn't running too well and you're on a slower system, I'm going to be uploading a FPS boost tutorial on this game a little bit later, which I will tinker around in the game a little bit and see what I can do to make these settings even lower, or make them even just make the game perform better in general for people who are using slower cards, maybe like the GT 1030. I believe that card is about 20% slower than the 960M, but it's still a formidable card to play games on, so I might do a little tutorial on how to run that card. I'm surprised I haven't run into anybody yet. That's actually kind of surprising. I thought I would have run into someone by now, but especially with me talking, not being able to listen to my surroundings and stuff. So we'll just go ahead and focus on the game a little bit. Oh, this doesn't take a sight. Okay. No, don't drop it. Pick it up. Okay. Wait, is there any... Okay, I guess I'll take a crossbow. I mean, why not? Drop that. I'll keep the ammo, though. I've actually really never used a crossbow. Oh, boy. It better be a one-hit kill if that's how long it takes to load this. So with the new 10 series cards that are like the 1050 and 1050 Ti, those are sort of really drowning out and replacing the 960M laptops. However, my computer was about $800 last year. And this year they're sitting at around $720. You can even maybe get them at $699 on Amazon and on Dell's website if you're getting a Dell Inspiron. But you can get laptops with the GTX 960M for really cheap, because it is still a decently powerful card. It's just it's really running towards the end of its lifespan, mostly running the newer AAA games that are coming out on the lowest settings. And I even had to bump down the resolution, as you saw, and I am getting a steady 60, but I did have to bump down to 900p, which is you kind of want to have more than 900p, because this game, you really want to see things that are far away and not be hindered by stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and head to the safe zone here. Oh, it's by the school. That's not good. I might get killed over here, because there are some people. So I'm going to be quiet, try and listen up. I have my game volume pretty low just so you guys can hear me, but let's go try hard mode and try and win here. Okay, I thought that bush was a person because I'm really smart. Oh man. That's another bush. It's just a bush. If I do what I normally do, I usually go to a tree or lie down in the shade And since it's first person, I mean, actually, it'll be harder for me to see people. But basically, you lie down in the tall grass, and it's almost impossible to see you. Is that a dude? It's another bush. Keep getting scared by the bushes. But yeah, it's real easy to hide in the tall grass. Keep thinking I like see people hiding in bushes, or I think people are bushes. Oh, there's a plane. Please drop me good stuff. Drop right now. Nope, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. Oh, that's close. That's kind of close. Where's that coming from? I don't know. Oh, I see him. I don't know how well you guys can hear that, but because I have the game volume pretty low. Oh. Uh-oh. Because I'm pretty sure he'd see me. Like, he's got to see me. I think he went over to that car. I think he's focused on someone else right now. I'm going to try and flank him. Because I have a shotgun, but this crossbow I really want to take advantage of. I want to see if I can get a kill with a crossbow. Maybe I'll hide in the bush. Confuse him. There he is, right there. That was him, wasn't it? I think it was. I think that was him. Oh. Oh, man. Okay, I'm thinking... Oh, don't see me. Nope, you don't see anything. I'm just going to reload this thing very slowly. Man, this thing has a... It better be a one-hit kill for this reload time. Oh, boy. Should I get the shotgun? I'll get the shotgun out when I'm close, but... Oh, I want to get him. I want to get him so bad. But I've heard that the crossbow's bad. I mean, when I play this game, if I ever... Oh, man, I'm getting hit. Ah! Oh, man. That's pretty much how I die most of the time in this game. I just get... I get shot by someone I don't see. He was behind me. He's going to see... He's like, wow, I got a crossbow. It's not even good. Well, anyways, that's pretty much it for the performance of this game. I will give a few more tips. If you do have less RAM, as I said, you need about 12 gigabytes or more. If you have 8, I would recommend getting a program like Razer Cortex. I am actually thinking of doing... I'm probably going to be doing a video on that program as well. It is a RAM boosting program. If you can't upgrade your RAM, you don't have money or whatever, then Razer Cortex is great for freeing the RAM in your computer so you can run games better. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. So thanks for watching. This is the performance of the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds on the 960M. And anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.